All right. Yes. All right. Good. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Instagram, Facebook. Let's get this party started. Hi, I'm Abiola. I'm the founder of womanifesting.com and the Spiritpreneur Visibility Lab for conscious coaches, healers, and creative gurus who want to be seen and heard and call in all of their abundance. So I am putting together my Christmas tree. I don't know if you can see that. Instagram, let me show you the Christmas tree a little bit. It's still being assembled. Do y'all do like fresh trees, or let me know in the comments like your Christmas tree situation? Are you down with Christmas trees? Are you not down with Christmas trees? How are you rolling on the Christmas tree front? So anyway, I am talking about, let me see if I can put a pinned comment here on, trying to give you a pinned comment, Instagram, about what this live stream is about. All right, it's not working, so I'm gonna keep going. So anyway, we are talking about mindset, marketing, and money. Is your spiritual business ready for 2020? And this is something that I'm working on with my coaching clients. And I know that a lot of you in my audience can use this as well. And so I'm thinking about doing, in addition to Goddess Temple Sunday, hello goddesses, hello wife, mother, mogul. Yes, I love it. Hello, Born God May 71. Hello, Jordy Bug and Big Blue. In addition to my regular broadcast on Sundays, Goddess Temple Sunday, thinking about doing a weekly Spiritpreneur broadcast and a weekly Woman Manifesting broadcast. I'm testing different times, and I'm trying to see if right now 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is a good time, or is this a late time if people are getting dinner on the table and whatnot. So let me know. All right. Yes. Okay, good. So in terms of getting your business together for 2020, you want to start off looking at, the past year. Figure out what worked for you, what didn't work for you. If you have things that, hey, YouTube, if you have things that you tried to put out there that maybe were a flop, was it a flop because you chose the wrong audience? Was it a flop because you had the wrong product or program or service? Was it a flop because you didn't have coaching? Why did it not work? So you got to start off with an assessment. Okay. So for those of you who are coaches, healers, or creative gurus, let me know in this past year something that you did that could use improvement, something that you did that you're like, oh my God, that didn't work. It's either something that you're going to throw out completely, like that was a disaster, or something that may need a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of adjusting, and then you can fix it going forward in your business. Okay. So that's number one. Number two is that you want to make sure to expand, to ascend, to transcend, so that you are rising higher and higher. You don't want to go into the next year with the same goals that you had for this year. And this is going to be kind of controversial to say, even if you did not meet those goals this year, sometimes our goals are too low, or the ways that we are aspiring to show up in the world are too small. And so think about how you can ascend. What's a bigger way for you to be able to show up? Are you on the right course or the right path? Sometimes you didn't meet those goals because they weren't in alignment. Are they your goals? Or are they someone else's goals? Are they what someone told you that you should have? What someone told you that you should be trying to achieve? You have your own mind, your own business, and your own calling. And so you want to make sure that when you set forward your objectives, your money objectives, your business objectives, your soulmate tribe, that you are fully in alignment with your calling. So let's affirm that. Type that in the comments. I am fully in alignment with my calling. I am fully and completely in alignment with my calling. And so you want to, like I said, expand, ascend, elevate. What is your new vision for the new year? So, for example, one of the things that I am doing next year, 2020, at the time of this recording, that I haven't done before is that I'm having a retreat in the United States. My retreats are usually international. Like I had a weekend retreat workshop that I wasn't in charge of, but it was a collaboration with the London School of Psychic Studies. I had a retreat in Bali, one in Belize, this past year in Paris. And this year, I'm doing something that is totally different for me. And I'm having a retreat in New York at the Omega Center. Ooh, ooh. Announcement coming in a few weeks at the Omega Center, the Omega Institute in New York. Now, this is going to be completely different in not in tone, because the retreat is still from me. It's still planned by me. I'm still, planning out the retreat, but completely different in terms of my retreats are usually luxury retreats because I want you to get into the vibration of luxury. So that's why we're in places like Paris and Belize, etc. And this retreat is in a kind of a more rural location. So the price point is different. Where the other retreats were around $4,000, the price point for this is probably around $500, which is completely different. And it's going to be much bigger rather than a small intimate group. So think about where you can shift in your business. What do you want to do differently and test out where you can expand your vision? So like I said, with my retreats, I'm usually working with groups of, intimate groups of around 15 to 20, where I can spend one-on-one time with people who've invested highly. This retreat is going to be a bigger number of people, a few hundred, couple hundred people. So it's going to be a different tone for me. Okay. That is expanding. That is ascension. That is elevation. So make sure that you are doing that. Number 3, this is one of the things that I have a beef about with my spiritpreneur goddesses. And I'm actually in our Friday live session in the Spiritpreneur Visibility Lab, going to be beefing with the goddesses. If any of you are in the Spiritpreneur program, this is something I'm going to be beefing with you at our Friday group coaching session. Smart goals, measurable goals, clear, specific, measurable goals. We as spiritpreneurs tend to be, beautifully airy fairy people. We live in, I can speak for myself, we're floating around in the air somewhere. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I launched the Spiritpreneur movement. But when you are manifesting, when you are building a business, when you are calling anything into your world and into your life, specificity has power. So rather than you saying, oh, I want to help lots of people, or you just throwing out numbers because you've heard other people say, oh, I want to empower 1 million people, I want to make $1 million, or whatever it is, give me a clear number. Okay, translate that into, specifically, what are you willing to offer? What are you giving? What's the energetic exchange for that? And by what time period? If you are wanting to start making your first 5-figure months, that's a little bit more specific, which is a great thing. But I want you to give it a number, give it a time period, give it an energetic exchange. Although with manifesting, it doesn't have to be what you think it would be. You could think, okay, I next year want to, if your goal is, if you say I want to make, have my first 5-figure months and have, 20 clients in my program at a time, or whatever your specific goal is. And the universe may say, okay, boom, here, I'm going to help you to make your goals by giving you speaking opportunities that you never thought of that are coming at you right and left. Most of the things, like the magnificent things that I've called into my life have been different than the things I thought I was going to manifest. But it started with me having specificity. It started with me expanding, ascending, daring to elevate, having a new vision for the new season going forward in my life. Okay. You have to do that. You must do that. Coming from, the mindset of like my grandparents, if those of you who don't know, were farmers on both sides. You've got to till the ground and make it new again by turning it over and, putting your hands in the earth. So that's what I want you to be doing with your business. Okay. So one was what didn't work. Number 2, expand and ascend. Number 3, specific and measurable goals. Number 4, very, very key, and something that, slips by most of us, your visibility. You having the courage to be seen and heard, show up as yourself, like me in these green pajamas. The reason I'm rocking these green pajamas right now is because my mom gave these to me one year. My sister has the same ones, and my mom has the same ones. My mom buys matching pajamas for me, her, my sister around Christmas time. And when I go to my mom's house to help them, help with my whole family, will come together. Sometimes like my niece, my brother may come over, or whoever, we all get together to put up her Christmas tree, which is not a white and fabulous tree like mine, and decorate the tree and all of that. And we wear matching pajamas. So that's why I'm in these green pajamas. But it's a part of being transparent, daring to be transparent. How can we see more of you and your voice and you showing up authentically, and not thinking that you have to be perfect, not thinking that you've got to have all your ducks in the row or look like, an Instagram editorial. Even on Instagram, that is not working anymore, showing perfection. We want authenticity. Thank you for the, the thumbs up and the hearts. Yes, we want authenticity. That is what we want. We want you more to step into your power and show us who you are. And so that's why I founded the Spiritpreneur Visibility Lab, to be able to help coaches, healers, creative gurus who are, so comfortable in flying under the radar. We are so comfortable in flying under the radar because if right now, most of us, if, we instantly had enough to live prosperously for the rest of our lives, we still would want to go and help and empower and uplift people because it's what we do. And so we're comfortable under the radar. But there's power in your visibility. There is power in you daring to be seen and heard. There is power in your voice, and there's power in every part of you just being out in the world. And what I mean by that, I realize it was a weird sentence. Every part of your physical presentation speaks to someone who sees themselves in you. There's someone right now that doesn't know how they're going to move forward, doesn't know how, a certain area of their lives is going to be uplifted or empowered or cleared or transformed. And what they are looking for and waiting for is you and your gifts. And so, a spiritpreneur said to me, she was like, I don't know how, you say we're changing the world. I don't know how I'm changing the world because I'm a hair blogger. And I was like, are you serious? You are absolutely changing the world. What if, 8-year-old me, who is folding her ears down in her mama's kitchen, getting her hair pressed because she felt like her hair was not, right or whatever, or not even that I necessarily felt that way, but the loving people who raised me felt that way. If I was able to know and have reflections of my beauty in terms of my hair and my skin, what difference would that have made in my growing up years, in my formative years, in my teen years? So there's great power in being a hair blogger. There's great power in us doing whatever it is that we do. Hello, Sacred Raven. Ooh, I'm loving the evolution of your business. Sacred Raven's Tarot Vision. Oh, that sounds, I love it. Hello, Goddess Chris Jack. Yes. Hello, Arta, Love, and Simply Tanya. So how can you dare to be visible? How can you dare to be seen and heard? We need your voice out in the world. There is, on every level, for each and every one of us, an energetic healing that comes out when we dare to speak our truth, even if we feel like that truth is irrelevant, even if we feel like it's never irrelevant. It's not irrelevant. Every single time you tell your story, you heal a part of yourself. You heal a part of yourself that would want to stay small, that would want to hide. And that is, here's what I learned that made all the difference for me, that is completely counterintuitive. The more visible you are, the more you dare to speak your truth, the more you dare to hone down the people that you serve, as a spiritual entrepreneur, the more that you have the courage to be yourself, the more money you make too, the more of your abundance that you call in. A lot of people have the vision in their head. I've heard people say it, well, the trade-off for getting to do your own thing is that you make less money. I have not found that to be the case at all, at all. And there's so much abundance that is there for you that you don't have to settle, that you don't have to squeeze by, that you don't have to eke by. You're worthy and deserving of all great things. And you are being called forward not to starve, not to scrimp, not to, nickel and dime yourself and nickel and dime your bills, but for you to be able to serve others and you to feel abundant as well, for you to live fully abundant as well. I love you too, Sacred Raven. I love you too. Yes. So there is this calling that you have to inspire, to uplift, to entertain, to empower, whatever it is. And it does not mean in any way, shape, or form you pulling back on the life that you expect to have. When it comes to joy, more please. When it comes to feeling good about your business and your clients, more please. When it comes to your money, more please. Thank you. More please. Being grateful for what you have. Thank you. More please. And welcoming in more. It's the way that you're going to create. It's the way that you're going to go forward. It's the way that you're going to expand. And there's nothing shameful about it. There's nothing, we've been told lies. Yes, Goddess Rain. Thank you. More please. We've been told lies that it's not feminine or it's not spiritual or it's not, caring to welcome in abundance. And it's actually the opposite. How many more people can you serve? How much more can you give when you yourself are welcoming in your abundance? When you're worried about your lights being turned off, I know because I have been there. I remember years ago, being like, okay, let me get on the phone and have a conversation, when you're working, and during those moments, while I'm on the phone, okay, let me figure out how to move this around to here. You cannot at the same time be thinking about, okay, how can I give? Who can I help this month? Who can I take care of? Who can I, you cannot do it at the same time. And so, yes, Goddess, yes, Chris Jack, yes, absolutely. She says exactly. Well, Chris Jack, I don't know if this Chris Jack, you have it spelled like my friend Chris, who's, I don't know if you're a goddess Chris or a god Chris, but you're saying yes. Especially when we're taught to give from your overflow. Thank you. More, please. Yes, Goddess Shawana. God is good and God is great. Absolutely. And so step into that. The next thing that I want you to think about going into this new season of your business and your life is your tribe, building your tribe and serving your tribe to the fullest. Okay. Goddess Christiana Jackson. My bestie is Crystal. Okay, yes. So tribe building. How can you build your tribe? Right now, there's a group of people that are interested and passionate about what you have to say, even if you haven't said it yet. And even if they don't know they're waiting for you, they are. When you start to build that tribe, it's one by one person by one. So even if it's one person that is following you on, your Instagram or wherever, start with that one, honor that one person. How can you then build on that rather than, what we usually do is turn our backs on who we have and go looking for more, right? So it's like being in a relationship and, your partner is like, all right, you good, but who else is out there? And we do that too often and you lose the folks that you have. Instead, think about what can I offer this tribe? How can I get to know them more? Ask them, what's your biggest concern right now? And create your products and your programs and services around that. What is it that they want? Every single time I've done that, my world has expanded. That's how I started with the whole spiritpreneur movement, because people said to me, hello, Goddess Roxy Chung. People said to me, Abiola, I love what you're doing. I love that you're creating cards and you're speaking on stages and you're doing these things and you're coaching, and that's wonderful. I want to do the same. Show me as a spiritual business owner how to do the same. And then with this past year, with launching the Spiritpreneur Visibility Lab, people said, hey, Abiola, show me how I can be more visible. So ask the folks that you have, again, even if it's one folk, what is your biggest concern? Get to know them and figure it out. Okay. And then number 6 is you're going to need a strong funnel. If your business is not working, it's because it does not have a funnel. It doesn't have leads. Leads are just a source of people who are coming in who may be future clients. And it's counterintuitive of us as spiritpreneurs to think that way. But the only way to think about it is you have your beautiful field where you are giving the word on the banks of Senegal, even if it looks like your apartment in New York. Right? You are right there, or you are on a street corner, giving your word, and you're inviting people to come and, follow you and possibly be able to go and work with you deeper. That's it. That's all that it is. And then there's systems that we put in place to make that happen. And so number 6 is you're going to need strong funnel, leads, and conversion system. If you don't know what that is, hit me up. Or better yet, go to my free masterclass at richgoddess.club, richgoddess.club, where I touch on that. Goddess Chris says, so true. Focus on who focuses on you. Yes. Speaking wisdom, make them feel special, because they are. Absolutely. That connection solidifies in sincerity, and that's an attractive thing. Yes, that people want to be a part of. Absolutely. Nobody wants to be a part of anything fake. We can see it. We can feel it. Like, oh, you're flexing and trying to, nobody got time for all of that. Right? Honor the people who are showing up for you right now. You are watching this. You are paying with your time. Your time is valuable. You have a lot going on in your life. We all do. And so honor people's time. Don't take anybody for granted. Don't underestimate, the power of loving and respecting the people who are showing up for you. Or as Goddess Chris said, focus on who focuses on you and make them feel special, because they are. Yes. And then number 7, make sure that you get some kind of coaching support. I have a therapist. I have a coach. All good coaches have coaches. If you're a coach and you don't have a coach, then you don't believe in the system. Hello, Goddess Aurora. It's Christmas tree time again. Make sure that you have a coach and have support. If what I'm saying resonates with you, come work with me in the Spiritpreneur Visibility Lab. If I'm not for you, that's fine. Find somebody who is. Get yourself some kind of coaching. Make sure that you have support. It's the only way that you're going to expand. Anybody who is anybody who is expanding in the world and who is showing up fully and completely has support, has team members, has people who are helping them to expand, ascend, elevate their vision. Okay. So get coached. All right. If you're interested in learning more about the Spiritpreneur Visibility Lab, start free at richgoddess.club. That link again, richgoddess.club. And let me know in the comments, what do you think would be the best time for these broadcasts on Wednesday? Is this too late? 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Is it better like earlier, like maybe 6? Let me know what a good Wednesday regular broadcast time is. All right, goddesses. All right, gonna go assemble this tree. Bye. Yay, goddesses. Thank you for